He was imprisoned in the basement by his own biological father, sexually abused for over a year. Now she's pregnant with Paul's child and gave birth alone to a baby girl named Mary. On this day, Paul brought her a bag of supplies containing some fruits, food, and a dinner knife. This time Sarah gave up resisting. She had long lost the courage to fight back and could only accept it silently. Paul lived a double secret life, one with his wife Erin and daughter Amy, the other in the basement with Sarah and their daughter Mary. Sarah's mother still worried about her whereabouts. She wanted to hire a private detective, but Paul firmly refused. As a reward for her good behavior, Paul brought a TV to Sarah and Mary in the basement. However, the little girl had no idea what a TV was. Sarah explained to her daughter like this: "A TV lets us see the outside world." Next, Sarah put on some cartoon shows for Mary. I think today was Sarah's happiest day in 4 years. In the 7th year of Sarah's imprisonment by Paul, she gave birth to her second child, a baby boy. Sarah named him Michael. One night, Sarah turned her horrific life experiences into a bedtime story about a princess and a knight to tell her children. To pass the time, Sarah created imaginary adventure stories for her children to help them forget the outside world. At this time, Paul was questioned by Amy and Erin because of Steve's lies. A terrible quarrel ensued. Angry Erin shouted that she would do everything to find her daughter. During their argument, Paul accidentally dropped his keys on the sofa. After Paul and Erin walked away, Amy picked up the keys. Then she went to the basement to look for clues. Upon arriving at the basement, Amy saw a large supply of daily necessities. Before Amy could find anything, Paul spotted her. He then took back the keys and got into an argument with Amy. Amy felt angry and scared, blaming Paul for Sarah's disappearance. Sarah had been in the basement for 14 years. Mary had grown into a beautiful young woman. One night she tried putting on makeup. When Paul showed interest in her beauty, Sarah begged him not to touch her daughter. Upon hearing this, Paul became furious. In response, he turned off the power to the exhaust fan. This meant the air in the basement would become thin. Gasping for breath, Mary thought she would never meet anyone or have any friends. Throughout all this, however, Mary had no idea that Paul was both her grandfather and her father. Time came to the 17th year of Sarah's imprisonment. Now grown, Thomas found Erin crying in her bedroom. Erin missed her daughter Sarah terribly and told Thomas how amazing Sarah was. Meanwhile, water started dripping from the basement ceiling. Sarah seized her only chance to escape because the dripping spot must connect to the outside. Otherwise, rainwater could not have seeped into the basement. Seeing this, he immediately called his son Michael to help. After moving the table to the right position, Sarah asked Michael to get a spoon. After repeated inspection and feeling around, Sarah was certain that part of the ceiling had softened. This was due to years of erosion and soaking by rainwater. She used the spoon to dig a passage to the ground. From there, she sent out a distress signal. Fortunately, a neighbor noticed the signal, but unfortunately, the neighbor told Paul. Instead of checking, Paul rushed to the basement immediately. Sarah was pregnant at the time. Paul beat Sarah violently. Paul's brutal beating caused her to miscarry. He then buried the miscarried baby in the yard.